This brand new DePin weather station miner is in pre-sale, and I'm the first person to talk about it here on YouTube. The token is due to list in Q4 of 2024. Now, the last time I made over $10,000 on a DePin miner was because I bought it in pre-sale and I accumulated tokens, which made a huge return when we got to token launch. This has been my successful strategy for multiple projects. And for people who purchase one of these devices today, they will get a 2 months backdate in tokens as an airdrop. And you can get a further discount on your order by using the code PCMINING. This is unique to us on this channel. You won't find it anywhere else. I'll have a link to buy that in the description. In this video, I'll go over what the project is and what it's trying to achieve. I'll talk through the roadmap and the tokenomics. We'll look at the weather miner itself and how it earns. And lastly, I'll talk you through how you can purchase this miner today, taking advantage of my discount code. Right, let's jump straight into the video. Let's head into the SkyX website so we can learn more about this project and what it's trying to achieve. And as we can see from the homepage, it's naming itself as the Starlink for weather, an AI-centric intelligent weather network. Now, on this channel, we have covered weather projects before, most notably WeatherXM. But we know that this is a huge market, and the AI introduction is something that we are still yet to see in the Weather DePin network. And the plan of SkyX is to harness the power of AI in transforming weather data from connected devices around the world into valuable insights that can then be sold on to industries, and thus rewarding contributors through the process. And the case for DePin weather stations doesn't need to sell itself. Impact of weather events has a cost of over $1.3 trillion on the US economy, and 70% of the world's GDP is impacted by weather. So who are SkyX and what puts them in the position to deliver this project? Well, I had a meeting with one of the founders of this project, and it was amazing to learn that they actually had a company prior to this. So they have a lot of industry experience. They used to run a smart weather station device and a data service company that sold over 16,000 weather stations and had over 100,000 app users. And it provided weather data services to different sectors such as the agriculture service, power generation, and disaster prevention. And this is important because they don't just have a great idea, they have access to the industry and they're building it backwards. So they have access to the network and they have industry know-how, and now they're building into a DePin product. And the way they are doing this, by comparing themselves to other weather providers, you can see that a lot of weather providers have a macro weather data model. In your own city, when you check what the local weather is, it actually is not precise. But what SkyX is hoping to build is a series of these nano weather data points. And by collecting the data from their weather stations, they're then going to run it through their AI-powered service platform. Now remember, this is something that they have been developing for many years, and they have already delivered it to industries and governments around the world. So it's a case of building upon this for the DePin sector. And you can only imagine the industries that this is going to benefit, from insurance to disaster management, retail and autonomous driving, agriculture and energy and utilities. And you can see that they can take that data, and by overlaying it on the existing AI models, they can move into areas like disaster alert or rain forecasting and flood management. And this is how they're hoping to capitalize on the weather network. Now, they're hoping to release a long range of products. At the moment, they have one of the products which is available for pre-sale, which later on in the video I'll be giving you a discount code for, but they also have some other weather station products. Now remember, these are built on existing weather stations that they have deployed around the world, and you can see images of their existing stations that they are going to adapt for this project. So this is not just a case of what they wish is going to happen. I've seen images of these products all around the world. So they're going to deliver these professional weather station models alongside the ones that users can just deploy in their own homes. And here is an image of an actual real use case that this project was able to achieve in Australia. And you can see that they were able to deploy their stations to monitor weather and identify changes in the cloud condition. Those devices had built-in cameras, so they had real-time image data, and their AI model was able to accurately predict the values that they were looking for. The blue line you can see is the traditional forecasting, and they were much more accurate with their model. And this type of real use case is super important when pitching this to companies to purchase the data. And by collecting this data, holding it on chain and storing it, Analyzing it using their AI service layer, they can then implement APIs and sell this to consumers all around the world. And the data consumers, as we mentioned, exist from governments to private companies, all those that want to utilize the potential of weather forecasting. And one of the other products on their roadmap is the Gateway Box. And this is going to connect to all of the available sensors on the network. Not only are they focusing on the weather stations that we're talking about today, but they're also going to be deploying air quality sensors, irrigation sensors, luminance and lighting, and also thermostat sensors, and they're all going to form part of the SkyX network. So getting in early now is exciting because SkyX is not just focusing on monitoring weather data, but it's monitoring all of these data using this centralized IoT network. Let's quickly look at the draft tokenomics and the roadmap for this project. You can see that 50% of all of the generated tokens have been put aside for mining. So you can see that there's a huge share of tokens that we'll be able to get. Now there'll be more information coming soon, including the FTV for this project, so make sure that you keep subscribed to this channel so I can update you on this project as it goes along. And according to the roadmap, the project launched in April and May. In June, it had its app launch, and in July and August is the first 10,000 devices, including the airdrops that is going to take place. Later on in the year, they're going to include a larger batch of devices, and they're also going to launch their token towards Q4 of 2024. Now, the team themselves, whilst they are not fully doxed, I have had meetings with them, and this is a huge difference because they have a wealth of experience in the field of IoT, in weather, in DePin marketing, and they come from these companies that you can see. So let's talk about the weather miner itself. It's available for pre-order with delivery taking place in Q4 of 2024. The early bird price is $149, but remember, stay tuned till the end of the video because I've got an exclusive discount code that if you use will knock that down in price. Let's have a look at this device in a little bit more detail. Now this is a battery powered portable device that is powered by a USB-C. Once you charge it, it lasts for a week outside. But if you have a solar powered USB charger, and they're super cheap to buy on Amazon, you can have it running 24 hours. And you can mount them using the existing tripod, or alternatively, you can permanently mount it because it has an adapter for it at the bottom. Now to earn with the weather station, once you get the product, you'll be able to download the mobile app, and it's actually already available for Android and also for iOS. And you connect to that app to ensure that you can start earning the daily points. And the way that it works is that you will earn nano points, and this is their weather data point system. Those points are then going to be converted to the native token Sky, and they can be collected twice a day every 6 hours. And what they have said is that users who purchase and get involved in the first batch will actually get a 2-month backdate of rewards as an airdrop for simply being one of the early investors. And before I show you how to purchase this device, I'll quickly run through some of the FAQs. SkyX is going to run on Solana and Peak, and the ticker is going to be Sky. The token launch is expected in Q4 of 2024. They have partnerships with some projects including GeoDNet, WeCrypt, Roam and PowerPod. They've also got partnerships with Fogworks that I reviewed on this channel. And for the first 6 months, there's no distance requirement for devices, which means that you can deploy a number of them in one location. But once the location restrictions come in, there'll be a maximum of 3 devices allowed in a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer radiation. Right, that's enough about the miner. Let me show you how you can get a discount on it if you purchase today. If you use the link in the description, it should already have my discount code attached. If it's not showing, then the discount code is PCMINING. And if you use that, it'll get $10 off your purchase. Now the shipping prices will vary depending on where you are in the world. Once you've clicked on that and the amount that you want to purchase, you simply proceed to checkout. After filling in your details, you can then pay using USDC on Ethereum, or you can pay using USDC on Polygon. And that's it. You'll be included in some of the first batches of this project. Remember, in all of the DePin projects where I've made more than £10,000, it was because I got in early, I got in the pre-sale, and I accumulated tokens before they listed. This checks all of those criteria, so I'm really bullish on this project. I'll do a follow-up video once I receive my device and I start earning. Right, that's it from me. And if you enjoy these types of physical DePin projects, why not check out this project here? That's it from me. I'll catch you in the next video.